Welcome back to my attempt at Krustoo Farms homesteading challenge. We are in November, so I got 2 months left to get enough eggs and honey. So let's check out the farm here. Alright. 631 honey. Ugh. 4 pallets of lettuce. How are the cows doing? I've exceeded my milk requirement. So I guess I'll start by getting the lettuce into the sell point. Oh, what was on sale? Okay, nothing particularly useful to me. I'm pretty sure I've lost this on both the chickens and the honey, but go ahead and play it out just in case. But with the eggs, I'm sure I would have succeeded the eggs if I would have bought adult chickens to start with instead of chicks. As for the honey, I just didn't have the knowledge at the time of just um, how many hives I would need to produce 2 pallets of honey in a year, and the type of hive to use. As you can see, how messy my farmyard's gotten. That's a good indication of just how rushed and harried I've been to try to catch up with everything. And I'm being summoned by the wife again. Okay. Go ahead and weed my wheat and barley. And I'll be back when this is done. Okay, finishing up the weeding right here. Alright. I won't need the weeder again for some time, so I'm going to go ahead and put the weeder away properly. Life is good. There we go. Let's flip my wagon back upright. There we go. That was undoubtedly helped by Farming Simulator physics. It probably shouldn't have flipped that easily to be on its wheels exactly. I'll get the combine put away. Okay. Oh, another pallet of lettuce to sell. I'll put away the lime spreader next. I'll knock the bag over instead of picking it up. So I'll just shove it over into the storage point. Go ahead and get this grass cut finally at long last. This mower's a lot faster than it should be. For the most part, I only use mods from the official Giants mod hub. That's where this one came from, so. I'm just gonna have to put up with it being a little too fast. The GPS or auto steer really isn't helping much here. Part of it's because I got those beehives all down along the side. Another thing I don't know about honey is I know there's crops that get increased production from beehives, but I don't know if the honey production increases by exposure to those crops. If it's a two-way or if it's a one-way relationship. Real-world logic would say that it should be a two-way relationship because if the bees are servicing the plants, that means they're gathering more nectar to make honey. But real-world logic and game logic are not necessarily the same thing. And I'm not sure if I'm going to ted this for hay or if I'm going to just bale it green and buy a bale wrapper next month to make silage. Because cheapest bale wrapper you can get is $19,000. I'm at $13,000 right now. And while silage isn't the king that it used to be back in Farming Simulator 22, it's still a good source of income. And I do need a little bit of it here on the farm to make TMR for my cattle. I'm actually looking forward to having the Highland cattle in the next upcoming expansion, which should be coming out pretty soon. They're a very common homesteading cow. Technically they're dual purpose, but they are more towards beef than they are towards dairy. You have to get something like a Jersey or a red pole to be the true dual purpose cow. Of course, my own favorite Belted Galloway are purely a beef. Because in real life, I don't want anything to do with dairy. It's just too much extra work. As to where beef are relatively easy to raise. Now, if I had someone I could count on to, help me do, work around the farm, then I might have a different opinion on dairy. But even then, I don't think I'd go a pure dairy cow. I'd probably do a dual purpose, like my second most favorite cow, the red pole. You often notice, one thing I've noticed as a theme here is that Southwest Michigan has a climate very similar to England. So a lot of the British or Scottish or even Irish breeds of animals do really well here. It'd be kind of nice if they brought ducks into the game at some point. I'm going to go ahead and bale this green. Since my baler has a wide pickup width, I'm not going to bother windrowing this. I'm just going to straight bale it as it stands. And then I'll see about trying to acquire a bale wrapper. Yeah, things with offset tires are a little tricky to back up because their pivot point isn't in the position where you're used to. I think my cat just said hello to me. Also need to check to see if the other version of this baler that I have uses twine properly, because it's a bit of a cheat that this doesn't use any twine. Alright, I'll be back when the baling is done. Okay, this is picking up just the last little bit of grass and then I'm done with the baling. I'll put this baler away. It started raining, but fortunately this is going to be silage anyway, so it doesn't matter all that much if it gets wet. I'm going to move this over a little bit. I'll get myself under the shelter here and out of the rain. Okay, so what do we have for cultivation work? Sunflowers, sunflowers. I can't do sunflowers or cotton or carrots or corn. I can do this cultivation contract right here. That's literally right next door. It's not a very big field, only 13.44 acres. Matter of fact, it was one of the fields I considered taking for myself. Hmm. Well, so let's check prices here. Price on alfalfa. That's getting pretty close to its peak. Matter of fact, mine here is at its peak, but it won't take baled alfalfa. It'll only take loose alfalfa. The farmer's market's only $1 off the peak. Let's check. Oh, alfalfa hay. See, that's what I've been selling. It's alfalfa hay, not raw alfalfa. Let's check regular hay. Regular hay is pretty close to its... Actually, at the farmer market, it's above its value. Now, what about straw? Straw has a little bit way to go yet. I'm gonna hook up to my weight right here. Spread the forks all the way out. And the farmer's market's right there, so I can sell it there. Well, that's something, I suppose. It's more diesel in the tractor. And this old Ford's been kind of neglected here by me all year. Not bad price to repair it. I guess the loader is pretty badly beat up. That's the reason why the maintenance is showing low, even though I've completely fixed the tractor. One way to check on that quick like. I'll just detach the loader when I get back to the farm and see what the maintenance gauge looks like after that. Yep, the loader's pretty beat up. I'm going to go ahead and take this contract here. And I'm being summoned by the wife again. I will be back when the cultivating is done. Okay, this contract is done. 6:30 at night. Since it's November, it's already dark. Let's go ahead and collect. Now, while I was plowing, this popped up for sale. So since I need a bale wrapper, I'm going to buy this. Yeah, this tractor's a lot less stable with this cultivator on the back without the front end loader on it. There we go. Work my way back to my bed. And I'm going to end this episode here. Next time I get to find out whether I succeed and go on to the next year or if I restart. Thank you very much for watching.